It started in high school because I couldn't draw. I could not draw. And photography was the first thing I did where I could make a picture and it looked like what I saw in my head. So I just embraced it. And I loved rock and roll. So I was taking my camera to every rock concert, every soul concert I could go to, and taking pictures of the performances. As his photographer, late 1979, early 1980, that's when I begun. But I had photographed him a few times before that, starting in 1974. I made a very famous photograph of him and Stevie Wonder. And that was in 1974. That was the first time I saw him. Yeah, that was the first time I was in the room with him. He was 16, I think. 16 or... I think, yeah, he was about 16 years old.
Yeah, so you were both young.
Yeah, because I'm 4 years older than Michael. And...
So both raw talent.
Yeah, he was skinny, had this big afro all the way out there, just... And I walked in the studio, I thought, who is this man with this huge afro? Or not man, but who is this boy, you know, with this huge afro? Very skinny, and just staring at Stevie Wonder. So strong he was staring at Stevie Wonder, staring at his hands, controlling the studio mixing board because he was making a record. And that's when I realized, wow, that's Michael Jackson. And I started photographing him. And that was the first time that I photographed him.
And so you began freelance photographing, and when did he ask you to be his personal photographer? Was it a few years after this, or?
About 5 years later, he asked me to be his personal photographer.
And how did you feel at that moment?
Oh, shocked.
Yeah.
Shocked. I didn't know, it came from nowhere. It came from absolutely, well, it didn't come from nowhere.
Because you know you're good.
No, not just that. I had only been with him 3 or 4 times. And that's rather, it's like dating. Yeah. You know, you don't, after 3 or 4 times, you don't say, let's get married.
Yeah.
And basically, if an artist, a superstar, asks you to work for them, you know, or to work with them, that means they bond. And so after 3 or 4 times, he knew he could bond with me. I was hired to shoot Michael and his brothers, the Jacksons, on a TV show, American Bandstand. And it's a big TV show in the States, music show. And the first time I met Michael on the set of the TV show, I said, hello, Michael. He goes, hi. And looks away. And I go, okay, hi. And but when I met his brothers, they were very cool. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Hey, what's happening? What kind of car you got? Oh, that's a crappy car. We were just kidding around, and we connected very quickly. So I just hung out with his brothers. Then I noticed everybody from the record company and other people from the television station were buzzing around Michael all the time, just trying to get his attention, because clearly he's the star, you know? So I just stayed away. I just, you know, took the pictures when I had to, and I stayed away. Then I photographed him the next day on Soul Train, a black music television show. Same thing, I was hanging out with his brothers, we were joking, talking about sports, talking about the Lakers! And having a good time, and I just said, hi, Mike, you know, and I withdrew. Then I got hired a week later because Michael was going to receive his awards, his platinum record awards for Off the Wall. Wow. And so I got hired to photograph the record company giving him these platinum record awards. And so I'm backstage. It was at a performance. They were going to do this backstage. The limousines pull up. The brothers and Michael get out. They walk to their dressing room, and I go, hey, I said hello to Tito. I said hello to Marlon, everybody. And then when Michael comes out, I just go like that. he comes right up to me and he goes, Todd, how come you never talk to me? You joke with my brothers, everybody, but you never talk to me. Don't you like me? I was shocked. I was shocked because you never have a superstar, a superstar come and go, don't you like me? Usually they're trying to tell you, hey, get away, get out of here.
It is unusual.
It was completely reversed. And I said, Michael, I had to calm myself. I said, Michael, you're fine. I like you. It's just that you look so busy all the time. I try to give you your space, because there's so many people around you. I just try to give you your space. He goes, so you like me? I said, Michael, I have no problem. I like you. Okay. And then he walks away. And I thought, what happened? And then I wondered, did I make him angry? Did I, piss him off? That he had to ask me if I liked him? And I was thinking I had a problem. What's wrong with me? Am I such an insensitive man? We go to Disneyland the next week. I get a call to photograph him on Disneyland. At Disneyland, he says, Todd, put your cameras away. He was doing a television special. Let's go on roller coasters. I went on roller coasters with him. I'm screaming, I'm yelling. And then a week later, I get a call from his manager. Todd, Michael called me. You're the only photographer he wants you to shoot. Wow. And I said, why? And he said, Michael said he likes Todd because he doesn't talk much. He was a very lonely man. He was a very lonely person. He was imprisoned by his fame. And
he was too talented.
He loved that, when you're that successful, there's a price to pay. And he was the most successful, so he had to pay the highest price. And he had to keep a certain amount of security for his privacy. In any event, I wouldn't say he's depressive, but melancholy.
Yeah.
You know
was
this word
he lonely?
melancholy?
Because internauts also ask about this. Was he lonely? It depends.
He's emotional.
Yeah.
He would sometimes be like this, quiet in himself. Hi. And sometimes, what'd you do today? We're going to go this? Yeah, let's go do that. Yeah, let's go have fun. Come on, Tom, let's go do this.